I didn't think it was going to be this hard. It was going so well.
Last week, Luke achieved what seemed impossible. He lifted a 400 kilo plus stone onto the wall completely by himself. For a moment, it felt like the hard part was over. But getting that stone up there was only half the battle. This week, things didn't go quite so smoothly.
We left the rat race far behind, left Malta searching for a different kind. 17 hectares of wild abandoned land, 4 old ruins and a dream in our hands. Clearing the bushes day by day, uncovering the life that slipped away. Solar on the roof and water from the well, living off the land with stories to tell. This is our life, raw and real, built by our hands, you can see and feel. Wild Portugal beneath an open sky. This is the life we chose to live. Whoa. We grow our food and tend our ground. In the quiet we have finally found. No commute, no boss, no clock to chase. Just the land of light and open space. Dogs are running, chickens roam. 4 old ruins becoming home. Every day we learn and every day we grow. This is the life we chose to know. This is our life, raw and real, built by our hands, you can see and feel. Wild Portugal beneath an open sky. This is the life we chose to live. Whoa. This is our life, off-grid Portugal. This is
Let's lower the beast. Awkward. Okay, I guess that's not a bad starting point. It's going to be tricky getting it into place, I tell you. Whoop, don't know that. A bit tricky to get it into the right position on my own, I'm finding. So I'm thinking of taking down the scaffolding maybe, so I can get in there, because these, we'll see, maybe I can climb on the outside. Yeah, because I need to lever the outside of the stone, which is quite high up. It's 3.5 meters, 3 and a bit maybe. So I need to get there and shove some of these in to prop it up a bit, and I need to move it slightly that way as well. Spending a lot of time out putting up and putting down scaffolding. I'm not enjoying this, but I'll get the hang of it. And this part is the worst part. This corner gets better that way, gets better that way. So, what you gonna do, y'all? What you gonna do? I do feel a bit defeated right now because it feels like it's going to take me a day to use one mix of mortar at this rate, but I'll get the hang of it, get a good system going. Okay, that seems pretty steady now. Because even though some of you might think that I'm not very safety conscious when it comes to standing on things, I like to feel steady. Call me crazy. Finally I got it in place. That was the hardest thing I've had to do on this ruin so far. Even just taking down the scaffolding on my own on a slope on the outside of that wall. I feel like it's 5 o'clock already. I've been here, I came late at 9, but it's 2. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. 5 hours to get it in place, to mortar it in. Whew! It is hot as well today, 37. Well, that taught me a lesson, that's for sure. Shape the big stones much better than you did this one, because it's not a perfect 90, so it's less. So every time I was bringing it out to come flush with this outside wall, then this inside wall would be too far in, so I had to go somewhere in the middle. So there's a gap, obviously. It'll be alright when it's covered, but once I what's the word? Point, should be alright. But also the bottom wasn't completely flat, so make sure you shape the stone better, Luke, and make sure the bottom of the stone is completely flat and the bottom of the stone underneath it is completely flat as well, so you don't have to mess around trying to shape it. Just lift it, put the mortar before, lift it, drop it into place, done. I have to rethink my system of work. I mean, the corner is a special thing, and it's the biggest stone. I'm not going to have a stone as big as that, so from now on it should get easier. One, the outside corner over there, the floor is sloping downwards into a drop, so that's the worst corner. For the scaffolding, I'll do the scaffolding better next time as well. This is how I learn, Luke. Don't get discouraged. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. It was going so well. Anyway, I got it in place. I feel like I've been kicked in the bollocks.
Comfrey and stinging nettle fertilizer for my tomato plants. Wow,
mean, yes, it was hard on my own, but it's a huge stone, eh? Size of the thing up there. Looks like we're going to have some storm coming. Hearing some thunder in the distance. Hopefully it misses us. Just about usable. Not this. Wash the scaffolding. I like this one. Scaffolding moved from there to there now. Third time today. I need more scaffolding. You have to do it to learn. I'll get my system down. Give me a couple of days, suss it out. I think this should work nicely. Not bad. That's it. That's it. That's the one, y'all. Perfect. Done for today. Happy today's over, kind of over. It's tough today. Right, hopefully I've learned something today and tomorrow will go a bit smoother and less physical. But looking good. Still happy, even though it's tough today. Awesome. I'll brush it out. Go home.
This is the last of the mulch that the moderator and I have made together over a week ago now. And Luke has found the time to go and collect it for us. Not yet, when we get it down. When we get it down, crazy girl. Oops, wait, stay.
Good job, moderator.
I know.
Awesome.
You want to get up? Okay, go.
Good one.
Wow.
Oh, what are you doing? Crazy girl. A nice bed. You want to roll in it like you do on the bed? Huh? Yeah.
Thank you.
A bomb?
Perfetto.
Yeah, another scorcher. Today I have something cool. Two cool things, really. Let's get set up first. Yeah. So obviously, this is one of the cool things. This monster. And this is the second cool thing. Now the first cool thing won't work without the second cool thing. This is a wet concrete disc cutter. A big one! Massive disc. I've been dying to use this, and cool as it is, it's been sitting in my shed for the past 2 months. I kind of took a risk when I ordered this because it's quite high powered. It uses 2,800 watts and double or triple that for it to start up. It was a bit of a calculated risk because I knew it would work on the solar system at home. Its maximum output is around 12 kilowatts, but I didn't want to cut stone at home. I wanted to cut it on site. And out of all the power stations we own, the one with the highest maximum output was the AC300 at 6,000 watts, which is kind of this guy's predecessor. The saw didn't work with the AC300 at 6,000 watts, so I needed something a bit beefier. And out of all of Bluetti's standalone power stations, this is the one with the highest maximum output at 7,680 watts. That is just over what I need to power my saw. Sarah had already decided on this model, the Apex 300, just because it is perfect for van life. We did put out a video a couple of days ago where we covered all the reasons why this is the perfect power station for a camper van. I had a look at the specs, and when I saw the max output was above what my saw needed, I thought perfect. It's meant to be. First things first, let's see it power the high-powered concrete cutter. Plug that in there. This button, in the US, you can toggle between 120 volt and 240. Really handy. But in the EU, since we don't use 120, it's labeled as a magic button. You can set this on the app to many different options. I chose powerlifting mode, so I can just toggle on powerlifting mode without having to use the app. AC is on. The screen isn't bad at all, considering we're in direct sunlight. Very nice. I do need to plug in the water pump for my saw because it is a water disc cutter, a wet disc cutter. So plug that in there. This has to go into a bucket of water, and this can go in here. This button here is pretty cool as well. It's the charging mode. You can go from silent, auto, or turbo. In turbo, it's the max, around 10 amps, so 2,200 to 2,400 watts on AC charging. And then there's auto or silent. Silent, it drops down to around 200 watts. And auto, you can set on the app how much you want it to charge. I really found that really handy because when all my other batteries are full and my solar panels are still producing, normally the inverters shut that down and I see it as a waste. With this, I can set it exactly to the solar panels, so at least I can get in the power to charge or power things through this and not touch my other batteries. So that's pretty sweet. Nice bucket of clean water for my saw. Pop that in there. At least there shouldn't be loads of dust, but if there was, this dust cover here is removable, which is good, especially for me, because wherever I roam, dust follows. Just below the removable dust cover, you got a 50 amp in or out socket there. So think camper van parks, but also the output. You can power a lot of different high-powered tools, coffee machine, mobile coffee shop, any business on wheels. I think this is perfect for. But for today, my saw. Let's mark up that stone, eh? I wonder what it's going to look like, eh? Because I've never cut quartzite with a disc. I've cut granite, and that looks pretty cool. Exactly like a kitchen countertop, obviously. Hopefully it's a face I can use, and I won't have to scuff it up with the scotch, or scotch it up rather. Obviously I haven't used this. I did plug it in twice, once in my system at home and once in this when it arrived. So I'm still a bit green. Okay, the water comes in from here. I did read the manual 2 months ago, but it's been a while. On this side of the Apex 300, you have an expansion port, so you can daisy chain up to 6 B300s, Ks or Ss. And over here you have 2 solar inputs of 1,200 watts each, so 2,400 watt total solar charging. Okay, let's turn on the pump. It's on. Let's see if it works. I already tested it. It works. I haven't tested cutting stone, so we'll see. Didn't think of that. Here goes nothing. Turn on the water. Get rid of that. I might just be able to break it with a crowbar. Yep. Can we use this face, or is it too obviously machine cut? Obviously machine cut. Is it okay to leave, or do I have to scotch it up? It's not too bad. Okay, before we see how we're going to scotch that up to make it look not machine cut, one last thing about the Bluetti Apex 300. First of all, thank you very much for powering my saw and not making it completely useless. Not at home. But I've hardly touched on all the awesome things why this is the best power station system for your van. I put the link to the video we made a couple of days ago about why this particular power station is the best power station for van life. Let's give you some relief from the sun. Now if you're thinking, I don't need a power station for a van because I don't have a van, I'm looking for home backup or a completely independent off-grid setup, or you want an all-rounder, really look into this one, the Apex 300. With the optional accessories as well, you can really customize it. It really is versatile. We'll put all the info in the description below. Thank you, Bluetti. It's going to be good for work and play. 49. Okay. So we're happy with that face. 75. 60 something. 62. That is good. $70. Oops. No.
Wow, this is nice piece. Oh, lizard. 2 minutes will have that. Finding buried treasure on the land. Very nice. not bad. I managed to do all that before it's really, really hot. It's not even 9:30 yet. I have hungry animals waiting for me now. I came back to get this to put all the little ones in it, so it's easier when Luke comes with the tractor, but he said he's gonna come now. So I think I'll feed the chickens first because it's getting late. The pigs won't mind, they're lazy. Oh, I hear Linda. And Luke, of course. I should have done this before. I just emptied out those bags into this. That saved me a bit of time.
Chim, chimney, chim, chimney, chim, chim.
Crazy good.
How much you got, Astra?
I got everything from there, except the really little pieces.
So what do you want to do? You want to put the bag in
There's
first?
more up there.
Oh
near
yeah.
the lava rock.
Lalo.
Yeah.
How do you want to do this? So you want to
So
put
the
fill
big-
and then the bag?
I'm only putting all the
Little ones.
little ones that I got in the little bag here. I just put them all
Okay.
in the tractor, and then the big ones, yes.
The big ones aren't going to fit in here though.
What do you mean?
Maybe I should put that first and then the big ones on
and then
top.
we get this back because there's still more.
I can empty where you want.
Okay.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim.
Oh yes, that's it.
There's thousands worth of cork here. Thousands! If we had to sell it to reptile enthusiasts. We're rolling in it. Well, someone's rolling in something, that's for sure.
Look, here he is, Timmy.
Timmy.
Timmy's full of lizards. He said, I can't eat one more.
Suck you get on mummy's back at night.
His last lizard, he only ate half. He was like, oh my goodness,
Too
I
much,
can't.
the lizard book there.
Across you so you don't bend down.
Boom.
They're so flimsy.
Have you found any critters inside them?
No, nothing.
That's so funny, eh?
Yeah,
Do you
because
think
there is
it's
the
like
plant.
prime?
Um,
Yeah, but it's
That's
insulated.
true.
Eh?
Yeah. I
And
know.
A lot of it is slightly buried, you know.
Yeah. I know, I was surprised because I stuck my hand in a lot of places I shouldn't have.
Did you know?
Yeah, I did. Dirty boy.
Dirty boy, why? I was just saying, did you know? That's all.
Ah, I see.
There was no double entendre. Double entendre.
Wow, there's you got good at hiding them on. I remember the song.
Okay.
I was singing it while I was.
Uh-huh. Go on then.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. A sweeper's as lucky can be.
B.
Chim chimney,
Chim
chim
chimney,
chimney, chim
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 chiroo. Good luck forever if I shake hands with you.
No thanks.
Oh, blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. Because she's like, no, I won't shake your hand, you're too dirty. I'll give you a kiss instead. But I'll blow it from all the way here.
Will you now?
I didn't mean it. There's no double entendre there. There was. There. Timmy's catching another lizard.
No, Timmy, don't be a... looks pretty good. Who's next for the makeover? Is it you, Rocky? Okay, that's way too camp for me. Mela, what are we going to do with this one? Oh, nice. Okay, I'm liking that. Next. This one's already done. This one's already done. These are all done, eh? That's done, that's done. Done. This guy's done. Oh! Shit! I think everything survived. Okay, take the shade down when it's super windy, Luke. I lost my hat and now I'm losing my shade. Boo! It's not gonna happen, eh? Just do it! Don't overthink shit. And you're lucky, look, it came on that boulder. It's going crazy, the shade. Still works. I haven't lost my shade after all. Shit, look what a mess.
Well, the week may have started with a few headaches and a very stubborn stone, but in the end it turned out to be a pretty good week. Once Luke got over those initial challenges, he really found his rhythm. And he has collected so many more massive stones, and most of them are prepped and ready to go up onto the wall. And I have a crazy amount of cork to go onto the garden beds, which hopefully will be enough to cover what I need for now. Little by little, the house is growing, the garden is growing, and we are getting closer and closer to living in our dream home. Thank you so very much for following along, for every comment, every like, and every one of you who chooses to spend part of their week with us. And before we go, if you'd like to check out the Bluetti Apex 300 that has been helping us so much on the land, we have left the link in the description below. Have a great week.